This new Skeleton Crew trailer and these interviews with the cast and co-creators just revealed that Jude Law is not playing a Jedi, but he might be playing a Sith?
I am all the Sith. But wait! There's more!
This trailer also revealed this list that has been translated and will blow your mind. And not only that, this seemingly safe home planet that these kids are from has just received its name and has been dubbed by the co-creators of this show the crown jewel of the Old Republic.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Yes, you heard that correctly. Jude Law might be playing a Sith, and these kids' home planet was once the crown jewel of the Old Republic. And don't you worry, we will break down all of this in this video, because Skeleton Crew is in 13 days. It premieres on December 3rd with a 2-episode premiere. And the mystery behind this series just keeps growing more and more. And this 21-second trailer that was released yesterday just revealed so much more than you ever could imagine. But first, let's start with what we know about Skeleton Crew. This show is about these 4 kids who leave their seemingly safe home planet and get blasted off into the crazy galaxy of Star Wars. They'll be confronted by friends and foes, such as pirates, and they will try to make their way back home. They will become friends with Jude Law's character, Jod Na Nawood, and it has been confirmed that he is able to wield the Force. And that's about all we know in terms of plot for this Skeleton Crew series. Yeah. That's it. However, mystery for a Star Wars show is not always a bad thing. For example, The Mandalorian Season 1 had a ton of mystery going in. We didn't even know that Grogu was going to be in the series, and he's a main character. And not only that, he's one of the biggest Star Wars characters ever. Look down, he's on your shirt right now. Okay, we're good. So there's going to be a lot of twists and turns coming our way. And 2 of those big twists and turns we're talking about right now. Jude Law's character of Jod Na Nawood and these kids' seemingly safe home planet. So let's start with Jod Na Nawood. Like I mentioned before, this character will be Force sensitive. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be a Jedi. And it's clear that this character being played by Jude Law can't be trusted, as this trailer starts like this.
We have no idea who he is.
You can trust me, you know.
Yeah. You're a Jedi, right?
Of course.
Yeah, these kids know stranger danger. This guy should not be trusted. And even when this girl, who's named Fern, asks him if he's a Jedi, he looks at her and in a very unconvincing way says, "Of course." Now, many fans, myself included, have been wondering, is Jod Na Nawood a survivor of Order 66? Is he a Jedi? And the answer is a resounding no. Although in recent past we've seen countless Jedi survive Order 66, most recently Grogu in The Mandalorian Season 3, we will not be getting another flashback sequence to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. However, we will be learning about Jod Na's backstory, as Jude Law confirmed this in this interview.
I have to be careful how I answer this. So what is revealed eventually is his childhood and how and why he might be Force sensitive, and that's all I'm going to say.
Now, the question was brought up, if he's not a Jedi, then what is he? And in this interview with Inverse, Jude Law was asked whether his character was secretly a Sith. And the evidence for this question that was presented to Jude Law was this image that was released a few weeks ago for Skeleton Crew. Seeing that there's an ancient Sith text on this wall that Jude Law's character is looking directly at. Now, Jude Law's response was this. "I'm going to have to duck and dive and dodge and weave. He is many things to many people. I'll say that he is a survivor and that it's complicated." And in reference to the Sith ruins that the interviewer asked him about, he replied with, "Someone knows their stuff." So this is not a confirmation that his character is a Sith, but it's also not denying it either. One popular fan theory that's come about is that Jude Law could be an Inquisitor. The Inquisitors were trained by Palpatine and Vader, and their one goal was to kill all the Jedi who survived Order 66. But by the time of the original trilogy, they were disbanded. Most of them, from what we know, have been killed. But could Jod Na Nawood be a surviving Inquisitor? As cool as that theory may sound, I don't think that's the case, because all the Inquisitors were once Jedi. And like I mentioned before, Jod Na Nawood is no Jedi.
I am no Jedi.
But in this response to whether or not his character is a Sith, Jude Law brings up something very important. As he said, he is many things to many people. There has been a shit ton of interviews released over the last couple days. Interviews with the creators of the show, John Watts and Christopher Ford, Interviews with Jude Law, interviews with the cast of the 4 young kids, a lot of interviews. But one thing has remained the same. When asked about Jod Na Nawood, Jude Law has said that he is many things to many people. And not only that, he goes by many names. One of those names has been confirmed, and it is Crimson Jack. Now, we won't dive too deep in this video on who Crimson Jack is, but he is a Legends character who was a pirate who came into contact with Han Solo and Leia Organa during the original trilogy. Now, do I think Jod Na Nawood is this Crimson Jack character? No. But we've seen Lucasfilm pull from Legends before, and Crimson Jack is just going to be one of many aliases for this character of Jod Na Nawood. So clearly something strange is going on with Jude Law's character. The kids don't trust him, I don't trust him, and you shouldn't trust him either. He's not a Jedi, but he can wield the Force. Does that make him a Sith? I don't think so. But then what is he? There's really only one other option here.
There is another.
A Boken Jedi. This concept was introduced last year in the Ahsoka series. Baylan Skoll, a fan-favorite character, told us that a Jedi who is trained after Order 66 is called a Boken Jedi. For example, Ezra Bridger. He was trained way after Order 66. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Jod Na Nawood is a Boken Jedi trained by some other Jedi who survived Order 66. But that just brings up even more questions. Who trained him? Is it someone we know? And why did they train him? Like I said, this Skeleton Crew show has a ton of mystery behind it, and none of these questions will be answered until we watch the show ourselves. But although there is so much we don't know about Jod Na Nawood, there is some stuff we do know. Yes, he wields the Force, but he's also looking for a treasure. He certainly looks like a pirate, but he's fighting against all the pirates in the trailer. Maybe he just wants this treasure that we see at the end of the trailer all to himself. But can Jod Na Nawood be trusted? Is he a Jedi? Is he a Sith? Is he an Inquisitor? Is he a Boken Jedi? Or is he something else? Tell me in the comments below, because we got to talk about this seemingly safe home planet that these kids live on. So from watching all of these Skeleton Crew trailers that have been released so far, there is one thing that is clear. There is no way to leave these kids' home planet except for in this buried ship that these kids find in the woods. Every other ship on this planet is attached to the ground via railway. In the sky, in all these different scenes, you can't see a single ship leaving or entering the atmosphere. And if that's not enough, things get even crazier. When the second trailer for Skeleton Crew dropped, an article at StarWars.com was released as well. And in that article, this line said by Christopher Ford stated this: "They realize once they are out there that no one's ever heard of their home planet." Now that's crazy. No one else in the galaxy has heard of this home planet? Now let's not forget, earlier in this video I mentioned that this planet was once referred to as the crown jewel of the Old Republic. And that was confirmed by Christopher Ford. So the same guy who's telling us that this was once the crown jewel of the Old Republic is also telling us that no one else in this galaxy has ever heard of this planet. Oh, wait, hang on. What? This just in. We have a name for this planet. At-Atin. Yes, you heard that correctly. At-Atin. Possibly a little nod at the pronunciation of the AT-AT walkers. At-Atin is the name of these kids' home planet. If you're like, Mike, what the hell is At-Atin? I've never even heard of this planet. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. To call a planet the crown jewel of the Old Republic, while us fans and the rest of the entire Star Wars galaxy has never heard of it? What's going on with this planet? From Old Republic connections, which we won't even get into right now, because I could talk about the Old Republic for weeks, but to have this planet be called the crown jewel of the Old Republic, and yet now, currently in the Star Wars universe, no one has ever heard of it, there's clearly something going on with this planet. And to make matters even crazier, this line from Christopher Ford in that StarWars.com article has been deleted. It gave too much information away, and Lucasfilm went back and deleted the line. So clearly we're on the right track, no pun intended. And to put a little cherry on top on this whole At-Atin situation, John Watts, the co-creator of the show, said this: "There's definitely more to the planet than meets the eye. We don't want to say too much." So clearly there's something crazy going on with this seemingly safe home planet, and all will be revealed in 13 days. But while we're talking about planets, this trailer that was released yesterday revealed this list that has been translated and again will blow your mind. Now when you watch this trailer back, this list is only on the screen for about 1 second. So there has to be a reason they would put this one list on the screen. With these trailers for these shows, they don't do anything that isn't on purpose. So thankfully, this channel has the greatest community on the planet. So shout out to Mace Cameron and your pal Joe for deciphering this, because they translated this list. And when translated, it reads like this. The top line says Navibank, pretty much just saying a list of navigations. And the list below is a list of planets. Mustafar, Mandalore, Tatooine, Hoth, Kamino, Bespin, Coruscant, Corellia, all major Star Wars planets. It would have been crazy if it was just Tatooine on this list. But no, it's Mustafar, Hoth, Kamino, and more. What? If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. The mystery around this Skeleton Crew show is so awesome and so frustrating at the same time. I just want to know what this means. Who is Jude Law playing? A Jedi, a Sith, an Inquisitor, something else? What's going on with this seemingly safe home planet that these kids are from? And God, what's going on with this list of crazy Star Wars planets? Mustafar, Mandalore, Tatooine, Hoth, Kamino, Bespin, Coruscant, Corellia? What? I got news for you, Star Wars fans. This Skeleton Crew show is going to blow people's minds. Nobody is talking about how special this show is going to be. And honestly, you can't blame them. We don't know anything about this series. But just over the last couple days, some content creators, I have not, but some content creators have seen the first 3 episodes. And what they're saying so far is that this show is incredible. One creator even calling it the best Star Wars series other than The Mandalorian. Now that is high praise. So with all this mystery surrounding this Star Wars show, the fact of the matter is this show is going to be something special, and nobody can see this coming. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. Who do you think Jude Law is really playing in this series? He has a bunch of different aliases, he wields the Force, but he's not a Jedi? But also, what do you think is going on with this At-Aten planet? Why can ships not leave it? And how does nobody else in the galaxy know about it? And why on earth was it once considered the crown jewel of the old Republic? And if you can't answer any of that, tell me in the comment section below, why is there this list in the latest trailer for Skeleton Crew that has these crazy Star Wars planets on it? I need answers, so please tell me in the comments section below. But if you want the full breakdown of the last Skeleton Crew trailer, I broke it down in this video right here.